Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Cami. So for today's video, I wanted to do a first impressions on all the products that I hauled in my last video or 2 videos ago. So stay tuned to see what I think about all the products that I recently hauled. So I already have my eyebrows on. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown. So now I'm just gonna prime my eyes using the MAC Painterly Paint Pot in soft ochre. I'm gonna use the Milani Gilded Gold palette. There's just so many pretty shades in here and I'm so excited to use it. It doesn't look like there's any shade to put on a base. I'm gonna grab another palette for my base shade. So I'm gonna be using the KKW X Mario, the Artist and Muse palette. I'm gonna take this So Many Paparazzi for my base shade. I like to have a base shade to put everything down and to set that primer that we put. I'm gonna go back into the Milani Gilded Gold and I'm gonna take Fembot and I'm gonna take that shade and put it all over the crease. This shade is a pretty brown rusty color and it's laying down really beautifully in the crease. This is a really pretty shade and I just want to build that up more into the crease. So that is the crease shade and I use the Morphe X Jeffree Star JS5 to put that down. Now I'm going to take the Morphe M433 and Legacy and deepen up the outer corner. These mattes are so beautiful. They are blending out perfectly and it's not blending away like some mattes can do. So I just like to dab it on the outer corner and then when there's less product on my brush, I sweep it into the crease to define the crease. There's so many pretty shades in this palette that I don't know what to put in all over my lid. So I'm going to swatch some and then we can decide. So from the top we have Boss Lady, Rose Nugget, and Ultra Gilded. These 3 colors are gorgeous and I think I'm going to use Rose Nugget. So I'm going to take that middle shade, Rose Nugget, and put it all over my lid. Shimmer shades often have fallout, so we'll see how much fallout comes from this shimmer shade. So that shimmer shade is not as pigmented and shimmery as I would like it to be. So I'm going to spray my brush and see what that does. Oh yeah, that added a lot more pizzazz. So as you can see, it's much more vibrant and much more shimmery when you spray your brush and you put it on your eyes. You can also use your finger to place the shadow onto your lid, but a sprayed brush works also. So I like the color on my lid, but I really want to brighten up the inner corner, so I'm gonna go in with Awesome, like the gold awesome, like AU some, which I'm a chemistry nerd, so I think that's actually hilarious. So I'm gonna take that on the same brush, the Morphe X Jeffree Star JS11, and spray my brush once again and put that in the inner corner. So I placed that awesome color in the inner corner and as you can see, this is a lot brighter than this side and I think it just added a little bit of pizzazz to the eye look. And I only placed it on the inner third because I still wanted that Rose Nugget shade to show. Now I'm going to put that on the other side. Alright, so now I'm going to go back in with my Morphe M33 and deepen out the outer corner using the color Legacy. All right, now to highlight the brow bone, I'm gonna take the KKW X Mario and the So Many Paparazzis that we use as a base and put that under my eyebrow. The thing that the Milani Gold palette is missing is a cream color shade to brighten up everything. So unfortunately, you have to dip into another palette. I'm gonna use that shade to highlight the inner corner. All right, so the eyes are done and it doesn't look like there's much fallout from that palette, which is really great so that you don't have to worry about any shimmer or anything being on your face. So now I'm gonna move on to primer. I'm gonna use the Matte Putty Primer by e.l.f. I didn't show this in my haul video because I just purchased it a couple days ago, but I'm really excited to see how this works because I like the Poreless Putty Primer. It's a little tacky on my skin, so I'm excited to see how this matte putty primer works. Unlike the putty primer, this is a white color. The putty primer is more of a pink color. So I'm interested to see how that affects the color of my face and my foundation. So I'm just gonna take my fingers and take a tiny bit of this. I don't smell any fragrance in this, which is really nice for those who don't like fragrance in their makeup products. I'm focusing this mainly on my T-zone because that's where I get most oily. I do have combination skin and it's a weird combination skin because it can be really, really dry some days and then really, really oily some days. So that really did smooth out my face and I really like it. But we'll see how it does throughout the makeup application. Now I'm gonna take the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Hydrating Foundation in 80 Cashew. This has hyaluronic acid and collagen and gives up to a 12-hour of continuous hydration. Put this on. When I was taking this off, the cat flew and hit my mirror. This sucker is crazy. I'm gonna put a couple pumps of that on my hand. I did 2 pumps and that's how much it gives. It is not a runny foundation, but it's not a thick foundation either. I typically prefer a runny foundation because if it's not runny, it's too thick for my skin and it's not what I like. So I prefer a liquidy foundation, but we'll see how this goes. So actually, this is looking really good. It's covering everything I need to cover while making my skin look glowy. So this is what the foundation looks like with 1 layer. I actually think I don't need a second layer. This is really pretty and makes my skin look very luminous. So far, this foundation gets an A+ for me. So now I'm gonna take the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish. I have the original one and I really love that one. It's actually, I prefer it more than my Tarte Shape Tape. So I'm interested to see how this looks. It has the same doe foot applicator as the original. One of my favorite things with concealers is to have this type of doe foot applicator. So I'm just gonna put this on my under eyes, my nose, my forehead, and my chin. So now I'm going to blend that out and see how it looks. So this concealer is giving me a glow. I'm not sure if I like this one or the original better. I do want to make a video, like I said in my haul, where I use one side with the hydrating concealer or the satin concealer and the other side with the original and see the differences between the two. But I do really enjoy this. It is making my skin look glowy. So now I'm gonna take the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder in medium. I'm gonna use this under my eyes to set the concealer under there. And we'll see how this goes because it is a glowing powder. I'm a little worried that it might emphasize under my eyes, but we shall see. Peel off and turn dial. Okay. I'm just gonna take a little bit on the cap and take my sponge and set under my eyes. So as you can see between the 2 sides, the powder actually does set it really well while making it look very glowy. So I actually really like this powder. I'm also gonna set my nose and my forehead. I'm gonna take some more of that in a big fluffy brush. I'm gonna take this big brush and swirl it all over my cap and set the rest of my face. That powder is really pretty and it's really doing a great job at making my skin look hydrated. This also has a sifter, so it's really great for traveling. I always appreciate when brands do this. So now I'm gonna take the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula in Deep Bronzer. Like I said in my haul, I actually have this in another color, but it's a lot darker, so I wanted to get a color that was lighter. Oh yeah, this color is way better than the other one that I have. The other one was a little too orangey, and while I can make it work, I definitely like this better. So now I'm gonna take the Juvia's Place Serafina blush and put that on my cheeks. Oh no, that's way more pigmented than I thought. Now that I look like a clown, I'm gonna take the brush that I used to put the powder all over my face and try to blend this out because I didn't realize it was gonna be this pigmented. This blush is gorgeous. So pretty and so glowy, but be careful with it because it is really pigmented. So now I'm gonna try the NYX Professional Makeup High Glass Finishing Powder in Light. I know this is supposed to be a finishing powder all over the face, but I'm a little too afraid to use it because I don't want it to emphasize any pores. So I'm gonna try this as a highlighter and then we'll see where to go from there. So this is supposed to give a more natural highlight, and I typically go for a more blinding highlight, but I wanna see how this looks before I put it all over my face. That's a little bit more pigment and shine than I would like to put all over my face, but it's definitely not anything blinding. So this is probably really good for a wedding makeup or a date makeup, something where you want a more natural highlight because it just gives a very subtle color to your face. Now I'm gonna go into the BH Cosmetics Glowing in Grease 6 Color Blush and Highlighter Palette and use this for a more blinding highlight compared to the High Glass Finishing Powder. I'm gonna take Athens and put that on my cheekbones. That's blinding. A little goes a long way with this. I'm gonna actually need to blend that out because that is really bright, but gorgeous. And you only need a little bit, so this palette will last you forever. So pretty, like, look at that. So now I'm gonna go back into the Milani Gilded Gold palette and finish the lower lash line. So I'm gonna take the Legacy shade and sweep that under the eye to connect the top lid to the bottom lash line. And now I'm gonna take Fembot shade that we put in the crease and just drag that on the lower lash line. Now I'm gonna take that awesome shade, the top one again, and put that in the inner corner like before because we lost it when we were putting all our face products on. So I don't have anything new for mascara or my lips, so I'm gonna put those on and I'll get back to you. All right guys, so this is the final look for all of my first impressions from my Ulta/Target haul. I finished off with my mascara, which I used the Better Than Sex Too Faced mascara. On my lips, I have the Nude Beach Just a Tint lip crayon from ColourPop Cosmetics, and I have the NYX Bear With Me setting spray all over my face to set everything down. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.